Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's coming in love, what's next in love. And this is for my singles who need to know. I will be using some charms and initials and lots of guided messages. It is a fully channeled message. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. Spirit, please share with me my choices. So my first choice is Group A, which is romance. A romantic rendezvous is calling you. So maybe we've got something romantic coming into our energy. Group B is loyalty. I want loyalty, Spirit. I want always and forever. I want somebody to be by my side. And Group C is a commitment. I really am looking for a commitment, Spirit. Please tell me if a commitment is on the way. I want somebody that is faithful to this commitment. So we have three choices. Take a moment to take a deep breath, meditate. I will timestamp each of these for your reading, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, Group A. Welcome to your singles reading. What's coming in? What's next in love? This is for my singles who need to know. They want some answers today. So if you found this reading, it's meant for you. Let's see what our spirit guides have for us. Spirit, I ask that you guide us with loving messages, loving thoughts. Who is in our energy? Who is coming towards us? What is next in our life that we need to know at this time? So I have this beautiful romance blooming with this rose, and the rose is coming into me right now as a sense of elegance and sophistication. So this person could be attracted to you because of your grace, your elegance, your poise, high class, they're saying. So there's something about you that's very special, and it's almost like they don't send you daisies, they send you a dozen long stem roses in a beautiful box with a big, huge red bow. So it's a very kind of formal energy to me, very elegant, sophisticated energy. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you need us to know about this connection? Reciprocity. There's going to be give and take in this connection. That's a priority on both sides. So I've got somebody who doesn't want to be taken advantage of. They're saying, I don't want to be taken for granted. I want to make sure that we both are putting in the effort into this connection. They've been in a relationship before. Spirit is sharing now that somebody didn't appreciate the dozen roses or what they did do for them, even the everyday things, the day in and day out things. So they really are looking for somebody who at least appreciates them. That's really important to them. I have an anger. Yes, I'm upset. Part of me feels like I'm still upset that this person didn't see my worth or my value. I also feel like this person who they were with in their past treated them wrong. And they have been working on kind of letting that go or releasing that person. So, but I think it was probably a difficult ending. It was probably something that they're not very happy with. So you may hear a little bit of a story about somebody. Yes, maybe they were with somebody that wasn't so nice. So they're looking for somebody to share their life with. I'm looking for somebody that has more compassion. I want somebody that tender, loving care, somebody who appreciates me. And Spirit's showing me that we're a lot alike, okay? We're alike in either the things that we like to do, things that we have in common, things that we enjoy, whether it's food or movies or books, entertainment, things like that. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you need me to know? I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have a Chariot. I have a Star. and I have a Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's something about this person's past. I'm going to say, whether it's you or them, that somebody cheated on me, somebody lied, you know, somebody that I was really good to and basically threw me under the bus, you know. They're looking for more this time. They're looking for somebody who is a lot more independent. I'm hoping that's you. They're looking and seeing in you this, you could be really strong in the sense that you have your own career, you have an education, you're bringing a lot to the table, you make your own money, you're not looking to be with somebody as a handout, you can take care of yourself, they're saying. So that could be what they're really attracted to. I feel like you are a dream come true. There was a part with this star that it felt like you were a dream come true. And it felt like as soon as they meet you, they want to move this thing forward. So I'm not feeling back and forth energy. I'm not feeling on again, off again. I'm feeling like you're exactly what they have been waiting for. And I think you'll get the answer in a very short period of time, that they want to move things forward as far as being either exclusive or taking things to the next level. They're saying we do go through a period of time where not that they're questioning trust for you, they just question trust in general. Like, how can somebody love one person and only one person? Like, that's something that they struggle with based on something that they've been through. But you are the person that they want to be with. I have an Emperor. This person is bringing a lot to the table. This person has high value. They're established. They're secure. They have dreams and ambitions. They're working really hard towards that. I also feel like this person is a very hard worker, whether they have built up a business for themselves or whether they work in a very demanding field where there's a lot of expectations on them. Maybe that's something that they tend to struggle with. But right now it's coming into me as you are not going to have to worry about this person ever having a job. That is not the case. It's the opposite. You may have to worry about this person working all the time because they're driven. Spirit, please share with me. I have a bottle, almost this kind of secret message coming in, you know, like I put my dreams in a bottle and I put them out into the universe and it came back to me. You know, it's one of those make a wish and put it out. So what it feels like what it is that you've wished for is coming in. I feel like if I could open that bottle like a genie, like all these kind of things that I've been hoping for are coming true. I am going to say I'm very turned on by this person. This person finds you very sexy. This person sees you as somebody that they definitely want to be intimate with. You could have they're saying a powerful sex life. I'm not sure what powerful means. Maybe intense, but maybe it's I don't know, a higher level than anything that you've ever had before, something like that. Extraordinary, alien. I feel like I'm having an outer body of experience. So I'm going to say it that way, like taking it to the next level. You know, maybe this person's this lover that, you know, it's kind of mind blowing and you've never been this intimate with somebody. You've never been this vulnerable with somebody like that. Little bit of hiding energy here with this incognito and glasses. Part of me feels like I don't want to reveal a part of myself until I know for sure that you're the one. And I think a lot of people do that, but I think in a very short period of time, they'll let you in. I just feel like whoever this is really did some damage on this person. And they don't want to be trapped. So you're going to struggle a little bit with this person in the beginning with how can I trust again? Or what's different about our connection compared to what I had? Something like that. You're different. And that's all you have to say. I'm not the person who hurt you. I'm not the person that, you know, made you feel less than or taken for granted, something like that. So you just have to be yourself, and they'll see the differences right away because of your grace, your elegance, your poise, your high value. They'll just see you as somebody different. It's just, we got to get over that little bit of a hurdle, I think. Let's see, I have sensitive. Okay, so somebody who has been hurt and they take their feelings to heart. So that could be you, that could be them. I have a little bit of a nerd energy. This person is successful. Okay, this person's probably educated, higher educations. They're saying advanced. Okay, so that means that they're in a league, a certain level league, whether it's the financial level or intellectual level. And maybe you're attracted to, you'd rather be with somebody that's more intelligent than somebody who, you know, is struggling. Intelligence is not a bad thing. Maybe you think they're the cutest nerd on the face of the earth to you, and you kind of like nerdy people, but it's more of a intellectual connection. This person's going to lean more towards the intellect than anything. They will admit, this could be a Taurus energy as well. They could admit that they are stubborn. Okay, they're stubborn in certain areas of their life. I feel, part of me feels like they're a Virgo or Pisces or somebody that has a kind of, I like to do things a certain way. Okay, because they like routine. They like systems that work for them. They get more done that way. So they've created that. I've got tall. I've got spiritual worker. One of you may be a spiritual worker. They could be drawn to your spiritual energy, really attracted to that. Trade, I'm going to say stock market, investments, financial investments, social media. Okay, maybe you're meeting on social media. That there's a part of me that says we started out on social media. I have a writer, computer at work. I feel like they're always on their computer. I'm just going to say that. So they probably are in a field where they bring their computer home with them. They are probably checking emails, things like that. Spirit, what else do you want us to know? Give me a handful of other clues. We'll get some initials in a minute. Let's see what they're saying. I like the nightlife. I'm nerdy, but I like, there's a little bit of a gambling energy here with the coin to me. Not a gambler, but for fun, a night out, you know, something like that. That if they were to do something, they would love. They like casinos. You go on cruises. They like the casino on the cruise. That would make sense to me. Okay, so they like things like that. I have a barber. Possibly a hairstylist, spiritual worker, but somebody who probably has precision haircuts, likes to get their haircut on a certain schedule every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks. So somebody, again, that schedule is important, that routine is important. I have summertime love. I love summertime. I like warm weather. I prefer warm weather. They're into spooky things. They would love horror movies. They would love to go to haunted houses. They like things, Spirit is saying, where there's almost like this sense of escaping, and you're in this kind of surreal world. So they do like a little bit of fantasy things, you know, whether it's movies or books or entertainment. So that feels interesting. Okay, so let's get some charms. No, let's get some initials. Let's see what the initials are saying. So I've got this beautiful bowl of initials, and I'm just going to get a handful here. So let's see what they're saying. Let me organize these. I have the letter B, W, K, J. I have an H. I have an X. I have a U, D, the letter D, M. I have a J. I have a V. I have a G. I have an L. And I have a Q. Okay, so for some of you, that could be first initials, last initials, clues on its way. So let's see what else Spirit wants you to know about this person, this connection. Spirit, tell me anything about this connection. Singles who need to know. I'm ready for this connection, Spirit. I've been waiting. When are you bringing it to me? I have it's time to celebrate today. Celebrate the love you share with those who matter the most. So this feels like an engagement party or a wedding, you know, like somebody's making a toast to us. So it feels like there's a day that we'll celebrate this union. We'll celebrate together. So friends, family, I have toxicity. Toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth, and beware. So there's that feeling of I've got to get over the hurdle and make sure that you're different, that it's different this time. And the only thing that you need to do is be yourself, because this person's going to fall in love with you. They said right from the beginning, your style, your grace, your elegance, your poise, like all of those things are going to be what stands out to this person. So somebody was toxic to them, and that's the problem, is that not that they're comparing you to that person, but they're remembering that toxic energy, and they've got to realize you're not that person over and over again. Baggage, emotional baggage can weigh down a relationship. So they've got to work on releasing this. Okay. You may be able to help them with that, you know, just because it's so different this time that you may hear them saying that. You may hear them saying, when I'm with you, it's so different. I can't even compare, you know, these two relationships. And that's what you want to hear. I have abundance. Open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. I love this feeling of arms wide open. Like, I am so ready to receive this kind of love. I am so ready for the person who is meant to be in my life to come forward. So absolutely. Let's grab some charms. Let's see if they'll give us some additional clues with the charms. Let's see what we have. So we have this beautiful bowl of charms today. And I'm just going to do this. Okay. A couple things are jumping out at me already. And let's see what we have. So I have a dragonfly. Definitely feeling, feels like a tattoo. Could be a tattoo on somebody. That could be a clue. The leaf really jumped out at me because it was more of a time. It was more that it's happening right now, or it is in this season. So you could be very close to meeting this person. I'm going to put the skate and the leaf together because it could be, I'm heading into the winter months with the skate, like almost like the end of the fall into the early winter months. So that could be my time kind of number there. I have the number 9. Okay. So that could be September, 9 days. I have a 0. Okay. So 90. I don't know. Felt like a house number there for a second. Let me get my little tweezers. This is let's see what this guy is. Okay, so I have an Aries. Let's see. I have a Justice card. This person is open. I'm going to put the heart, 2 hearts together, and the Justice symbol, the scale of justice together. This person is open to a commitment. This isn't somebody who's going to say to you, I don't want to be married. I don't think you have to be married in this lifetime. This is somebody who probably wants the whole deal, a family, a home, settling down with somebody, some kind of commitment, if that's what you're looking for. So this is somebody who isn't afraid of a commitment. I should say it that way as well. I have a letter R. Okay. Here's the toxic energy that we've got to get out of our system. We've got to just realize that you're not it. over and over again. I'm going to put the ballerina slippers. It's like comparing this toxic energy to a ballerina. Okay. I've got grace and poise and somebody who can dance on their toes versus this kind of skull head and, just kind of toxic energy. I do have a beautiful tree. I always love trees because that always tells me this love will grow. There's always the sense of putting down roots. I have a little bird, and the bird is coming into me as like a little birdie that connected us. So you could have somebody that's like a matchmaker. This person could come into your life as somebody who puts you together. It's almost like a little birdie puts in their ear that this person's really good looking or available now, or why don't you give them a call, or something along those lines. I feel like is happening. I have a new chapter in your book. Okay. I have a new bag. It feels like a night out. Okay. It feels like a gift. Maybe that's one of the first gifts that's given, is a nice new bag. And then I have two snowflakes, and I feel like you both look at each other as you're special, I'm special. You look at each other as one of a kind. Okay. Like, I'm never going to find anybody like you. I'm never going to replace this kind of love or this kind of energy. So that feels really nice. I like that you both truly appreciate each other for that. You're both very unique and very special. So there's your charms with that. Let's see what some loving messages are. Let's see what they want you to know about this connection today. It feels amazing. It does. I think there's going to be a day that you're celebrating this love with all of your friends and family. I really do. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us today? I'm sorry I made you feel jealous. I want you to trust me. I feel like we go through just a little bit of episodes in the beginning around this person. Unfortunately, it's that thorn in the side when we enter into a relationship of just kind of somebody who's, just done so much damage. It's in somebody's head. You got, until they're so in love with you that this kind of goes all away. You are the love of my life. Beautiful. I'm asking others about you. That little birdie, there's somebody that connects you. There's a sense of somebody, I don't want to say sharing secrets, but somebody saying you're available or you're interested, or why don't you give them a call? Like there's somebody that like promoting you, so to speak, and helping you out to make this union happen. So you got a little birdie out there helping you. I need to be alone with you. I'm definitely physically attracted to you. We found that out. Let's get one more. You're my best friend and my lover. So you have this beautiful relationship on its way, and let's put this out into the universe. It feels amazing. Let's thank Spirit together. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you picked Group B, loyalty, this reading is for you. So always and forever. Maybe that's the number one thing that you want, is I just want somebody to love me and be loyal to me and respect me. And I don't feel like that's a lot to ask, especially if you're giving them your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. So, this feels like Spirit wants to deliver this to you. It feels like they know this is a priority to you. So I feel like that's what they're working on bringing you. So loyalty, Spirit, thank you. I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that you have for us at this time? What is it that you need my singles to know? What is it that they need to know at this time? I'm listening for you now. I have a home and a family. I want somebody I can build something with. And it could be a combination. They're saying it could be we could have children already and we combined our family, and then maybe we have for some of you, you could have even a new child together. But family's important. I feel like I want to settle down. I want to create a home. I want it all, but I want it with somebody who is in it for the long run, and I want it somebody who not only loves me but loves my kids, and I feel like that's part of the equation for some of you. So that could be something that's very important that Spirit's trying to bring to you. Childish behavior, I can't do it. I feel like I've been there, done that. I just can't handle another person who isn't mature, doesn't have the emotional maturity to be in a relationship, doesn't want it, doesn't want the responsibility. So if that's something that you are asking spirits, like we know that this isn't going to cut it for you anymore. We want somebody who is coming into your life who is responsible and is ready to take on the responsibility of being in a relationship. I want unconditional love because I feel like you are able to give unconditional love. So therefore, I want it in return. I have a big heart. I am willing to put my all into somebody. But the one thing I ask for is that I get it back. And I do feel like they're sharing with me that, you know, this person also wants the same thing. They want somebody to treat them fairly and with respect, and to kind of pull the weight with them. They want a partner. I'm going to say it that way. They want somebody who they can't do it all alone. You know, maybe they have been doing it alone for a while, like they've been a single parent. It's hard. You know, they want a partner to do life with, something like that. So this person has a pretty adult way of looking at a relationship. Nice. I have a Tower. Okay. They've been through some changes. You've been through some changes. I have a Three of Swords. You both. I'm going to say we both have a story about a broken heart. Okay. We're both coming from a place of this isn't our first relationship. This isn't our first rodeo. We both know what it takes. It takes a lot of work. We just want to find the right one. This person is coming into me as they see you as very, very intuitive. It's almost like you are a light, you know, they're a moth being guided to that light. You're a magnet to them. I feel like they are seeing you first of all, there's like a lot of parts and pieces moving all at once to me. There's a sense of gear shifting, making big decisions in a short period of time. Deciding that we want to be together or live together in a relatively short period of time to make this work. There's a sense of am I making the right choice, and not trying not to second guess that. I do feel like there's just a lot of moving parts and pieces. Now, it could be we live in a different location, and in order for us to be together, we've got to make some decisions quickly. This just came into me as I really don't want anything to hold me back. So whatever the obstacles that are coming into this connection, I feel like we immediately try to solve. Okay. Like we can solve that. We can solve a distance problem. We can solve a scheduling problem. We can solve kids going back and forth to other parents' homes. So I feel like we're both like, I don't want anything to hold us back because we could feel like it holds us back. We're more powerful together, Spirit is saying, with the Strength card. We have this ability to do it. I always see the Five of Pentacles somehow as like wedding vows through sickness and in health and in good times and in bad, and no matter what hits us. So there's this incredible sense of if we love each other enough, we can get through it. If we love each other enough, we can create the life and the world that we want to live in. So I do feel like we're both committed to that it's going to take effort, but nothing compares to the love that I'm feeling. I feel this love comes in very quickly. I feel like you both fall in love very fast. You both have been in other relationships, so you're not naive to is this going to work or not work? Is this somebody that's a real love or not a real love? And then I feel like it's full steam ahead to making it work and figuring out the logistics of this connection, so to speak. Like, what is it about this connection that we have to do together to make this work? So I just feel like we put our heads together. Spirit, share with me the energy or anything about this person. Let's see. I've got summer energy. I'm going to say birthday energy for some reason. It could be this person's born in June, July, August. Maybe that's a birthday month for one of you. I have a gamer. Okay. Feels like a childhood pastime. Did a lot of gaming growing up, something like that. I have online dating. You know what? We're one of the lucky ones. We met online and we're hitting it off and it's working out. And had I never done online dating, I never would have found you, something like that. I have a military background. Family could be past military. I was raised in a military family. Parent possibly having been in the military. So there could be a military connection here. I love the outdoors. I like to do things outside. I like to do things with the kids outside. If I have kids, I like to take them places. They're using the word explore. So this person is somebody who would like to go on nature hikes or go into secluded areas. That's kind of, whether they're forests or trails or something like that. And let's just go see what we can find. So they're kind of an explorer. I have a Libra energy, okay, Virgo energy. I have a coffee. Okay, so for some reason I'm getting Libra, Virgo, all right. I'm getting, I got Leo and Cancer also earlier, a moment ago. So I'm getting some other signs. I'm a coffee drinker. And this is coming into me as I just try to live a life of balance, like more of a living lifestyle. Eat a little bit of I eat healthy. I could be a vegetarian, a vegan. I don't eat processed foods. So it's a little bit more of a natural lifestyle is coming into me with this particular person, or at least I try. I try as often as I can. Influencer, social blogging, maybe they do it for their work. Maybe one of you is got a lot of social media presence, but it's because it connects you to work or marketing yourself in some way, or it helps with your business, something along those lines. Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this connection? Anything that's important? I have inner guidance. Yeah, there's this beautiful light energy around both of you, that this sense of I was guided to you and you were guided to me. And, and then this kind of combustion, this flame comes in. So I do feel that. I feel that it's a good match. I'm going to say it that way. It's a good match. I feel like from the moment we start talking, we identify it as this could work. You're somebody I could see myself with. And you probably will say that to yourself, that I just feel like this is going to be okay. I have a turtle and slow moving, but I have more energy leaning in the direction of a lot of moving parts and pieces. So it could be that we actually try to slow it down, that it's going really fast and we're realizing we want to be together all the time. And we are just going to maybe just kind of try to slow it down for the sake of making sure we're both going to be okay. Let's see. I have a dream catcher. Okay, so I'm trying to catch my dreams and I'm trying to push away anything that isn't going to be part of that dream. I want a home. I want a family. I want if I have children already, I want them to be a part of something bigger. So there's this sense of, I want stability for sure. I have masculine energy, strong masculine energy with this buck energy, some kind of leadership, I do feel like I have a strong physical body, like I work out, I have muscles, I lift weights. So I do feel like I'm built. I'm going to say it that way as well. So it could be somebody who either naturally has that body build or they actually put in the effort. I'm leaning more towards they put in the effort of keeping that body in shape. Let's get some initials. Let's see if they'll share with me some initials. I've got this beautiful bowl of letters. So let's see. First initials, last initials. Let's see. Let me get a couple more. Okay, and let's go through these. I have the letter Q. I have an R. I have an X. I have a T. I have an L. I have the letter N. I have a Y, K, V. I have an A, the letter B. I have a Q. I have a K. I have the letter D. I have a J. And I have an S. Okay, so some of you may connect to those, maybe your initials, somebody that maybe is on your mind and you're wondering, is this somebody that I'm going to end up with one day? Spirit, do you have any other clues for us around this energy? Let's see. I have grounded. Yeah, the sense of stability, the sense of groundedness, stable, a little bit of there's an earth energy to this. Could be an earth sign. Socially awkward. I'm going to say that I'm going to put that with that gamer card, that maybe it was I went through a period growing up that I was probably, I don't know, maybe I kind of went with the trend of the day, or me and my friends were all, we dress like grunge or something like that. But is it how they act today? No, but I feel like it was a period of their time with pictures, like I was a punk rocker in high school, or like there's something about them that maybe they say, yeah, I kind of went through that period, like that was my experimenting days. I definitely feel like sports and working out, this divine masculine energy, I feel like that's a confirmation. I have entertainment, so I like this. I either like live entertainment, or this feels like there's something about you that I just get excited about. And it's either I see you as a star, I see you on a pedestal, I see you as beautiful. They could be looking at pictures of you. Maybe you have a beautiful voice. Maybe you're aspiring to be a singer, or you do perform and they admire that. Spirit, what else is it that you want us to know today about this connection? Let's see what they're saying. I have a gift. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. I think there'll be a day where you look at each other and say, you know what, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, and I couldn't be happier. You're my gift. Charisma. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. This person's going to chase you. This person is going to see you as somebody worthy of chasing, and I'm going to chase you. I'm going to pursue you. I'm going to try to capture you. Very romantic energy coming into me with that. I have an apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. If I do wrong, I will say I did wrong. Okay, tell me. All right, I'm not going to be perfect. And so that tells me this person isn't afraid to say I'm sorry. It also tells me that this person isn't going to be afraid to make a mistake and admit it. So that feels good. And I have falling fast. I feel like this is, if anything, we may try to slow it down. This is going to be a very fast moving energy. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. I feel like you may, a little bit of a head spinning energy just came in, that you may be saying, this is crazy. How can I feel this way so soon? Or how can I be thinking about, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life when I've only been with them for 2 months, something like that, or 2 weeks. Hey, it doesn't matter. When you meet your right person, sometimes you just know it, you just fall fast. So let's get some charms. Let's see what my charms are saying. See if we can get some additional messages. Okay. So what is jumping out at me, Spirit? Let's go with this sign. Let's see what that is. Okay, so I have a Capricorn. And this is just two beautiful hearts connected. Just this feeling of, I don't know, they're intertwined. I don't know how we could disconnect them at this point. Just our hearts connect, just somehow we find each other. I have another beautiful heart here, so we'll put those together. I have a palm tree. This feels like a vacation. It feels like our first trip. Maybe we go to an island, maybe we go to Florida, but somewhere with palm trees. It feels like we're going away. I'm going to put this castle. It even could be a trip to Disney because it looks like Cinderella's castle and kind of the palm trees. So it could be we take the kids. We have kids, and I have this beautiful crown, like this princess energy. So there's kind of a Cinderella's energy coming into me there. That's okay. It's all good. I have a 0. All right, I'm just going to put that over here. I have a $sign. So I'm going to say this person has I don't know if it's substantial money, but I'm going to say stable. I'm going to say stable, wealthy, a good job, secure, something like that. The little bird is coming into me as like the birds and the bees. That came into me as like that. I have Cupid's arrow. Yeah, the birds and the bees, Cupid arrow. Like everything is kind of making this work. Everything is bringing this together. I feel lucky to have you. I'm just grateful to have you with that horseshoe. I have 2 wise owls. Just remember, you're 2 adults making a good decision. You both have experience. You both have wisdom. You are also very similar. You're both these owls, but you're different. So there's a sense of, there's a lot that we have that's similar, but then there's so many unique things about us. I have a mushroom, and I'm just going to say this mushroom grows anywhere. This love can grow anywhere. It doesn't matter where we are, where we go, as long as I'm with you feeling. And then I have this beautiful buck, which we had earlier, which was that divine masculine energy, and that sense of strength coming in. So this provide and protect energy coming in towards us. And those are your charms. So those look gorgeous for today. So I will take those as a message. And let's see what they want you to know as far as feelings. Spirit, what will the feelings around this connection be? What is it that you want us to know about this connection for feelings? Say, nothing compares to you. Absolutely. You're going to be a gift. I'm going to treasure you. So you're going to be the one they want to be with. You bring me to my knees. I never thought I could feel this way for anyone. So you're something very, very special to them. There's an incredible sense of family in this, whether it's just the 2 of you and an animal, that you create your own family. Sometimes it's 2 people, sharing a life, sharing a home. You're my family. But there's this incredible sense of family coming together in this particular reading for me, whether it's we're bringing kids into this connection or we create children. But we create a home that feels like a family. And I think that's beautiful. Spirit, please share with me. You complete me. Absolutely. You've got a beautiful love coming. not here today. Just use these readings to help you to manifest. And you're incredibly sexy. So they don't want to let that go by. So they're definitely attracted to you. That's important. Let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you picked Group C, commitment, this reading is for you. So for those of you that are single and who need to know what's coming, I want to know that the person I'm going to meet is wanting to be in a committed relationship. Then this reading is for you. So let's call in our spirit guides and ask Spirit what they have for you, who's coming towards you, any clues that they may have. Let's see. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that we need to know in this reading? Who is coming towards us? What is next in love? What is the energy around us? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have admiration, looking up to you. I always feel like that's nice, that the person that you're with, I admire you. I respect you. I put you on a pedestal. You know, I'm impressed by you. I'm proud of you. I think that those things are really important. You want the person who you share your life with to see you in a good light always, you know, and that they're proud to be with you. I think that that's so important. I'm a good listener. Okay. I hear you. Okay. I'm going to listen to you. Somebody who is there for you, they're saying. And I have bottom of the deck, I have pain, and it says you hurt me. And I don't feel like it's this person who hurt you, but I feel like when you talk about the pain of your past, or you talk about just the things that, you know, life brings you, whether it's family hurt or, you know, just wounds. But I feel like this person listens. I feel like this person understands and empathizes with you and says, you know what, I'm here for you. I'm here for you now. And how do I make you feel better was kind of the feeling. So whoever this is, there's an incredible sense of understanding of the things that you've gone through in your lifetime. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Page of Cups, new feelings, new person. I have a Two of Pentacles. I have an Empress. And I have an Eight of Pentacles. It came into me as they choose you. Okay. So there could be, not that they're in a relationship. I'm not putting you in a third party situation, but they could be dating other people. And you could be aware that they're casually just dating and you're casually dating different people, nothing serious. And they decide that you're the Empress they want to be with, and you're the person they want to put some time and effort into. So the person that you're waiting on, or the person that you're hoping goes to the next level, chooses you. I'm going to say it that way. I have a Hermit. So we're going to come out of this kind of loneliness or waiting period into something more, into a new beginning. Thank you, Spirit. You can see the transition there, that I'm literally going to go from I'm single to I have this new beginning. So this person chooses you and they want to move forward with this. I've got a little bit of a fear factor coming in here with the Devil. And I'm asking Spirit what they mean by the Devil. It could be the temptation of, I'm really, really attracted to you. I want to sleep with you on the first date, you know, if I could. So it's a very tempting. They could be very seductive. They could be very attracted to you. Okay, so they could come on strong with that Devil, and hopefully they don't turn you off with that Devil. I have a Two of Wands. Where do we go from here is how it came into me. And I love this little card where this witch is holding this map. She's got this maze behind her that she's trying to find her way. but it literally came into me as, now that we found each other, now that we've been together, maybe we are physical with each other sooner than both of us think that we would have been. And we both kind of look at each other and go, okay, now what? You know, what do we do? What do we do from here? I have a Queen of Cups, and I feel like the feelings are starting to flow in right from the beginning. So I'm starting to have feelings for you. Where do we go from here? Energy keeps coming up. Spirit, please share with me. I feel like it's going to be mutual, that we both want to move forward. Thank you, Spirit, for Two of Cups, that we are going to see each other, something that we haven't seen in a long time, is how Spirit just said it. So I have something coming my way that a little bit fast moving, a little bit of maybe I'm intimate with this person before I would normally be with somebody, but I couldn't help myself, or we just were totally into each other. Bottom of my deck, I have the Fool, and I have a Wheel of Fortune. I feel like I just put it into fate's hands. I really did. I just feel like if this person was put in my life and is meant to be in my life, then it's just unfolding exactly how it's supposed to, whether it's fast or slow, or there's no rules, Spirit saying, as to how fast we're intimate with each other or not. It's unfolding exactly the way that this union is supposed to unfold. So there's a part of me that says, I'm just going to put this into the hands of God and fate, and see where it goes. Spirit, tell me a little bit about the personality around this connection, or clues. Let's get a couple of clues. What is it that you need me to know? I have a strong jawline, strong divine masculine. I don't know. Maybe they have like a very chiseled jawline, very chiseled face. Okay. I have very generous, a gift giver. I love gift givers. Nice. I have construction. Okay. They could be in the building trade. They could be a contractor, works with their hands, something like that. The helmet is jumping out at me too. Somebody who has to wear a safety mask, or has a uniform of some kind, like a fireman would have a helmet. I'm trying to think of who else would have helmets. But for some reason, I feel like the helmet is important. So it could be another career that wears a helmet. So that's coming in. I have a chiseled jawline with possibly some facial hair, very groomed, something like that. Very, very sexy to me, looks like. Somebody with long straight hair, possibly dark straight hair. They're saying very shiny. Okay. I have thin lips, a little bit of a shadow there, dark hair. I have somebody's a little insecure, but it came in not that they're insecure as a person. They really want you to like them. And I know that sounds childish, but you could be the first person that they're really attractive to. They're hoping that they didn't push you away by coming on too strong or being intimate too soon with you. So there's a sense of, did I blow it? Okay. But because that feeling of where do we go from here? Like, uh-oh, like we've been intimate already. So it is a little bit of a feeling of, I hope I didn't blow it, but I don't think so. I'm picky. I'm not with everybody. Okay. I'm going to say I don't normally sleep with people. Okay. I'm not a sleeper around person. And I'm kind of surprised that I actually was intimate with you. So I guess that's probably a way to look at it, as I wouldn't be intimate with you unless there was something there. So, whatever's meant to be will be. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that we have going on? I have spoon, hunger, I love you. This feeling of I want your love. It's almost like I'm going to spoon feed you love. I'm going to grow. We're going to grow together. We're going to feed this love somehow. Okay. I might have a hemp. I might have somebody who vapes in a state that it's legal. Okay. Maybe I do that. casually. Maybe I do that, you know, at night to relax. You know, it's something that I've been doing, you know, since I was a teenager, but maybe it's part of my life. I like to take pictures. Okay. I'm looking at pictures of you. I have been checking out your pictures on social media, something like that. I have a light bulb has gone off. This is an epiphany moment for me that there's more going on here. And this wasn't just a casual fling. They want you to know that this is not a casual fling. Bottom of the deck, I have bells, and I have a horse with power. And it's kind of like wedding bells, and it's they're using the word forceful, but it was like a forceful movement forward. It was a strong stance of, no, we're moving forward with this. I want to be with you. And then it kind of even led into wedding bells, or, you know, ringing the bell because we're happy and we're celebrating. So that feels really good. Let's get some initials. Now, this could be first initials, last initials for either one of you. And don't worry if you don't see your initials, of course. They're just a handful of clues. And let's see what they're saying. Okay. I'm going to do this. H, Q, N, L. I have an M. I have an A. I have a K. I have an E. Letter T. V. Y. I have an A. I have a D. I have the letter B, J, and I have another M. Okay, so for those of you, those could connect. You may have gotten your initials, so maybe somebody that you are thinking of at this time. Beautiful. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you need me to know at this time? What is it that you need me to hear? Let's see. I have a butterfly. You will meet a new love interest at a party or a night out, social butterfly. They're saying expand your space is how they said it. So I'm going to say expand, step out of your box, right? Step out of your comfort zone. So this feeling of meeting somebody in an area of maybe going somewhere where I normally would have said no to, or somebody invites me and I'm kind of hesitant and saying, I'm not really in the mood, but then something tells me I should go, like nudging you along with your intuition. Divine timing, trust in divine timing, love arise when it's meant to. So I do feel right around the corner, though. If I were to ask Spirit when, I do feel I'm closer to this love than it being further away. It was a sense of right around the corner, so I will grab that. I have a doorway. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to this new person. So doorways are always wonderful. It could be a new friendship, they're saying. Could be new work opportunity. Could be just an occasion, like I said, that I was invited to, that gave me the opportunity to meet new people. But it feels like a very social atmosphere that I happen to introduce myself to this person, or vice versa. So there's something going on with that. And then a surprise, a romantic surprise is on the horizon. Be open to them. But this looks like a proposal to me, that there will be a day that this person gets down on one knee and wants to share a lifetime with you, wants to spend a lifetime with you. That feels amazing. Let's get some charms. Let's see if we can get some additional clues. Spirit, please share with me. I got this big, beautiful bowl of charms today. And let me find a little corner that is calling to me. Magic scoop. And let's see what they're saying. The number 8 could be 8 weeks. Could be August, an August birthday month. I do have a tree of life, so I'm going to grab that. I always feel like we're going to grow together, they're saying. Putting roots down, spreading, going through the seasons also I feel like is important. I'm going to put this leaf, like fall, this round the corner energy I just felt. Here's my epiphany coming in also with this light bulb that you must be the one, or there's something about you that's so different that I can't deny these feelings. I'm going to definitely say that. I have a ballerina and I feel like a fairy. I'm going to put these two together just because they're both kind of like dancing in air. And it's a feeling of light on my feet, happy, joyful, just kind of a fantasy, even with that fairy, like this is a dream come true. But I do want you to believe it's true, but you may just feel this kind of euphoric, falling in love energy. That feels good. Your life is about to change with this butterfly. I feel like this person will change the rest of your life. I mean, I feel like from this moment on, it's just never going to be the same. I like the petal because the petals of the flower are kind of this peachy coral color. And I don't know, it was like a warmth for me. It was a feeling of comfort and warmth. Like I'm holding you and I'm sitting on the couch with you and we have a blanket on our lap. I mean, it was just I want to use the word comfort. So there's a sense of comfort in this connection. I have a serpent. I'm not thinking this person would ever hurt you. It's more of a conversation of, I'm so in love with you, please don't break my heart. And I think we both say that to each other. It's more of a, well, don't you think that you could break my heart too? So I'm going to say that's the underworld, the lower power coming into us and trying to take joy away from us, put it in its place and say, God always wins. And then we just move on. I have a hummingbird. Again, this kind of fluttering, joyous, mid-air energy that is just very lighthearted and joyful. I'm going to say it that way. I have a guitar. So somebody maybe is very connected to music. Maybe they have learned how to play the guitar. Maybe they would like to take guitar lessons, something simple like that. And then I have a dog. I have a dog's paw. I just literally felt like you put your hand out and the dog, as a trick gives you their paw, like give me your paw. So this dog definitely knows how to give me your paw. And I feel like they get a treat. So I feel like that's really cute. And that's a big part of our life. I have a zebra, and no two zebras have the same stripes. They're saying part of a herd also, and part of a family. I'm going to say part of a big family. I'm going to say they all look alike but different. So they could be a family that they have very, very similar characteristics, whether it's hair coloring or build or height. They look like siblings for sure. It would be that kind of a family. But I feel like I have a big family, and I feel like you would recognize their siblings in a heartbeat. They look very, very much alike. Like it's almost funny. So that I think is going to become a big part of your life. Okay, so those are your charms, and that feels really nice. Let's see what loving messages they have for you. What are the final messages, Spirit, about this connection? What is it that you need? Whoa, okay. I can see a future with you. Absolutely. Definitely see a future. I think this person's going to get down on their knee one day. I'm falling deeply in love with you. Thank you, Spirit. We want somebody. I want to be in love. I don't want to settle. I don't want to be with somebody that just going through the motions. I admit that I'm obsessed with you. I would be afraid also if something happened to this connection. There is this sense of I'm so in love with you that I would be devastated if something happened to this connection. I can't stop thinking about you. You have my heart. What we have really scares me. It could be the most intense connection you've ever had, that I've never been this deeply in love with somebody that I thought I couldn't live without them, or I thought that my life would end in some way without them. So it could be that I'm just so deeply in love with this person that that part scares me, but nothing to be afraid of. This person is looking for a lifetime of love. The first moment that I saw you, I knew. So is this love at first sight? Maybe it is. Maybe it's something that we both felt it. So that is definitely something to look forward to. If this isn't in your life today, we're going to manifest it and we're going to put it out to the universe now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. Just a reminder, I have 2 other channels. I have a pick a card channel. So if you like these kinds of readings, please take a ride over there for more pick a card readings. And also I have a twin flame channel. So you may find those readings interesting. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed your pick a card today, and we'll see you all again real soon.